24 News is brought to you in part by Midland Tractor.
Welcome back to the Bulldog Insider. Wednesday is National Signing Day. Now that the season is officially over for the Fresno State football team, that is the focus for the coaching staff. It's an exciting day, one a certain Fresno City College Ram is eagerly anticipating. Scott Bemis has the story.
The LA Bowl here at SoFi Stadium is officially in the books, so it's time to start looking ahead to what's next for the Fresno State football program. And the next item on the calendar is the early football signing period, which actually begins on Wednesday of this week, which means Wednesday is also going to be a big day for an offensive lineman from the Central Valley who took an interesting path to the Bulldogs. Growing up in Hanford, Hayden Pulis played on youth football teams called the Bulldogs and dreamed of being a Fresno State Bulldog.
You grow up watching all these guys play, from Derek Carr and Devontae Adams, who are just huge here in the Valley.
So the answer was simple when Bulldog head coach Jeff Tedford asked him a simple question after Hayden's official visit to Fresno State last weekend.
It wasn't even really he told me he was going to give me the scholarship as much as he said, "Do you want to join the family?" And I said, yes, automatically, yes.
But after graduating from Hanford High in 2020, the idea of getting a scholarship to play football at Fresno State was kind of in his rearview mirror.
Because I hadn't really gotten much looks out of high school, and I thought that maybe I just wasn't meant to play football after the high school level.
So Pulis, who was a key left tackle on explosive bullpup teams that captured back-to-back undefeated league titles during his junior and senior years of high school, was just a student at Fresno State in the fall of 2020. But that only lasted one semester.
I just couldn't do the normal student life. I needed to do something a little more.
Something more turned out to be an opportunity to play football at Fresno City College, where he briefly flirted with a position switch.
They actually lied to me and said I could play tight end to get me over here.
That also didn't last long, as he eventually went back to his high school position, where he made a great first impression on City's offensive line coach, Wiley Brand.
So yeah, it was great. It was great seeing him. First time seeing him, I was like, oh, all right, yeah, we're going to be all right at left tackle this year. So it was awesome.
In 2021, as Hayden's 6'6", 220-pound high school frame really began to fill out, he became a standout left tackle for the Rams.
Probably the best offensive lineman I've coached.
And before this past season, he was named a preseason third-team All-American by JCGridiron.com.
And then the right one, it happened the Wednesday before the first game against Diablo Valley.
But his sophomore campaign at City would end before it even got started, as he tore his right ACL in practice a few days before the season opener, this coming several years after he had torn his left ACL as a sophomore in high school.
Why me is really the first thought that came to my mind.
If he had gotten to play this season, it would have been a freaking game changer, but I think it was good, the same thing, silver lining.
Because after coming to grips with the injury, Pulis attacked his rehab, continued to work on making his upper body stronger, and became an extra coach of sorts alongside Brand.
He showed up to all our meetings, a bunch of practices, and was able to stay active even though he was inactive.
You can't really baby yourself when you're in a position like that. You got to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and get back to work.
A mentality which helped him get back to Fresno State. Except this time, he won't be a regular student. He'll be a student athlete who gets to experience the feeling of walking down that ramp.
I might get a little emotional, I don't know yet, but I think it kind of proves all the hard work is paying off when you get to walk down that tunnel.
Hayden says he's up to 285 pounds now and hopes to put on about 15 more at Fresno State, where he'll be enrolling in January. By the way, like usual, as part of a fun promotion we've been doing here on Bulldog Insider, I'm again wearing some cool kicks provided by the Citystarz shoe store. These are a retro version of the Air Jordan 3 OG Fire Reds, which were originally released in 1988. Gotta think Bulldog fans will like these, considering they got a lot of red and white in them, just like the Bulldog unis on a lot of occasions. Of course, you could win a pair just like these as part of a contest we've been calling Check Out Scott Sneaks, Citystarz shoe store, giving away $100 each month towards a new pair of their sneakers. Just head to our website, yourcentralvalley.com, and look for the details on the contest page. Remember, I'll be wearing a new pair of shoes each week here on Bulldog Insider through the end of Sunday Night Football on NBC. Andrew, let's throw it back to you.